Battle Spirit Saga has some pretty cool card interactions already in Dawn of History. With that in mind, the upcoming release of False Gods adds even more combos and interactions that we found to be pretty awesome. So we've compiled a list of 10 interesting card combos to try out. Some of them are more viable than others, but all are pretty cool nonetheless, and none of these are in any particular order. Number 1. Infinite Immortal. With the introduction of Lamorak in False Gods, we now have a way to loop cards back to hand after they're destroyed. This is a 4-cost, 2 reduction purple spirit that can even loop itself back to hand as long as it is the first purple card destroyed. With this in mind, as long as it's a 4 or 5 cost card being destroyed first, Beldegor's Immortal ability can trigger over and over again each turn without fear of running out of targets to trigger the ability. Number 2. Infinite Discard. The new green spirit Mushrantula is a 3-cost with 1 reduction that forces the opponent to discard a card from hand when it is summoned using a Soul Core. With level 2 Impaler Forest, a 4-cost 2 reduction purple Nexus introduced in False Gods, it can be looped back to the top of the deck every turn to force discards over and over again. Add Crimson Mail or Deadly Balance to the mix to guarantee it gets destroyed, and you'll have your friends hating your deck for sure. Number 3. Unblockable Bless. Light Emperor Lumiere is a 6-cost 3 reduction yellow spirit that has an on-summon that gives another spirit Bless. It can also gain Bless itself at level 3. With that on board, summoning Arcana Joker, a 5-cost 2 reduction yellow spirit, can cause Lumiere to trigger its effect again, giving Joker Bless. With Joker being unblockable the turn it's summoned, you have a guaranteed attack hitting with Bless unless the opponent has a way to destroy it on the flash step. If you summon both of these spirits in a turn, you can have multiple Bless effects coming at the opponent at once. And with Arcana Knight Hex on board, you can draw plenty of cards off of it as well if they hit. Gaining life and drawing cards while your opponent loses life can drastically change the game state and put the opponent from a good position to a terrible one faster than you might think. Number 4. Guaranteed Bloodcurse. The red magic Lightning Aura is a 3-cost 2 reduction spell that gives any spirit Confront. With a level 3 Meduc on board, you can cast Lightning Aura and target a curse spirit, likely Camelot Knight since it only has at max 2000 BP, and give it Confront. With the wording of Bloodcurse, the spirit doesn't actually get destroyed, so Confront will continue to be applied to the Camelot Knight, and it will continue to force blocks every time it attacks, eating away your opponent's life unless they have a way to save themselves, like an Ice Shield, Dream Bomb, or Exhaust Nexus. Number 5. Multi-Attack Nemesis. The Green Nexus, Great Alvar Plains, is a 3-cost 1 reduction Nexus that allows you to refresh a spirit when one of your tokens is destroyed. Pair it with Dread Knight Nemesis, and you can draw cards and remove cores multiple times a turn. With cards like the Ant Strike Back allowing you to generate tokens for free, alongside other token generators, you can have your Nemesis going to town on the opponent. You can even add Impaler Forest to the mix to remove even more cores. Number 6. Even More Unblockable Bless. Dual Eagle is easily one of the best promo cards that came out in Dawn of History, and it will stay relevant in False Gods. Its level 3 ability makes all of your Bless spirits unblockable by the opponent's level 1 spirits. Pair this with Somersault, a 6-cost 3 reduction yellow magic, which makes your yellow spirits unblockable by opponent's level 2 spirits, and they won't have a lot that can stop you. Adding to the top of that, using Lightning Arrow, a 4-cost 2 reduction yellow magic, to force any spirit that may still be able to block, become unable to block, and you've got a pretty annoying swing turn going at the opponent. And if there are any Arcana Knight Hex on board, you can even draw cards off of these effects. This combo has more moving parts than the other one we mentioned, and it is more core intensive, but it can easily end the game for the opponent if they don't have an Ice Shield or Flash Speed destruction effects. Number 7. Exhaust and Draw. Netherworld Depths is arguably the best Nexus revealed in Dawn of History, and it's definitely staying at the top in False Gods. With the slew of exhaust effects in the green arsenal, you can force exhaust on your opponent's spirits and draw from Netherworld because of it. Just be careful that you don't deck yourself out doing this. Number 8. Turborex Cheese. Arcana Knight Charles is a 5-cost 3 reduction yellow spirit that has an on-summon that checks the top card of your deck, and if you have any spirits with the same cost as the spirit checked, you can summon it for free. With a Light Emperor Lumiere on board or any other 6 cost, if you hit a Dinosaur Harrier Turborex, you can summon it without paying its Ascend cost and start bouncing your opponent's cards back to hand. This is probably the most gimmicky of the combos, but it is definitely cool when it does happen. Number 9. Confront the Nexus. We wanted to give some love to Void Lords in this video, so here's a cool combo including one. At level 3, Rage Dragon Emperor Ira, a 10 cost 6 reduction red spirit, gains the ability to destroy an opponent's Nexus when it destroys a spirit. If you don't have the cores to summon it at level 3 to do it immediately, you can pair it with Lightning Aura on a subsequent turn to give it Confront and force a block. Add a level 2 Sacred Thundering Peaks to allow it to refresh once after it attacks, and you can destroy multiple Nexus in a turn, completely dismembering the opponent's board. And who said Void Lords are going to be bad in this set? Number 10. Exhaust It All. With a board of level 1 weenies, Daimyo Beast Yaiba no Kami, a 6 cost 3 reduction green spirit, can make them all have 4000 BP at level 2. Pair this with Horned Fortress Elasmoth, an 8 cost 3 reduction green spirit at level 2, and you can exhaust your opponent's entire board on attack if you have enough spirits to make it so. If you aren't able to do that, Loyal Retainer Higumaru, a 3 cost 2 reduction green spirit, can give you the same effect, either by destroying it yourself with Deadly Balance or using it as a blocker. Just don't try to remove cores from it by yourself because its effect won't trigger if you do so. And that is our list of 10 cool card combos in False Gods. Let us know in the comments what you think of these combos. Did we miss anything that you found? Let us know. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more Battle Spirit Saga content. Also, a huge thank you to Kingslayer Cards for sponsoring our channel. Head over to their website and use promo code MDM2023 for 5% off your purchase of singles. Link is in the description. We'll see you all in the next video.